Okay, so I don't really know what's going on. We've been fighting the pump for a week now. We just repaired quite a bit of damage from freeze or otherwise to the pump. You can see the top skimmer is on. We've got a lot of foam. I don't know if that's from chemical or otherwise. There is some movement here, as you can tell. I'm going to take you back to the pump where it seems that when I backwash for 5 or 6 seconds, the pressure comes back for about 10 minutes and begins to change, slowly rising to the point that it barely kicks anything out. Something else that we have noticed is that here on a diverter, when I turn off the water off the pump, there is leakage around the diverter. If you watch even the water around the diverter, there's water pulsating. We're assuming there's air getting in. You can see on the skimmer or on the basket, water normally is filling that up. And I'm also up here on my nozzle or on my gauge. It's pulsating as well. I don't know whether the gauge is out and bad because it's running up so high. Normally it hangs around 8 to 10. I don't know how much DE is still in the filter because I do a little backwashing just to try to get enough pressure to run the pump for 30 or 45 minutes. So I'm going to turn off the pump. And look at the diverter. See the water shoot out of the diverter. Does that tell us anything? We repaired a bad gasket into the skimmer basket or whatever that's called down there, the black part. There was leakage coming out from under. That's been repaired. I have been running just recently, turned this to off on one side on the bottom skimmer just to see if there was a problem somewhere else. So I'm now going to backwash to give you, to show you what's happening. And you can see a heavier flow in the backwash. It seems to have a lot of pressure there. Turn it off. Go back to rinse. Rinse it for 5 seconds. Still have a lot of pressure going into the pump. Turn it off. Turn it back to filter. You see the pressure in the pump. The needle is rising here. My gauge maybe, I do every couple of years I have to replace this. But my guess is it's going to settle back in right about where the green needle is. And you see the pressure still fairly strong here. You see how it's running out of the pool now? See the water flow in the skimmer. Both skimmers are now back on. And you can see the jets from this end, and they're stirring up bubbles. I've been going through this cycle for a week and cannot come up with any conclusions. Help.